Hi, it's Wilma. Welcome to a new video. In today's video, I wanted to show y'all a big still life drawing that I had to do for a drawing class that I'm taking in school. I had to do this really big drawing of some objects. Basically, the requirements were, there were a few, I'm not really gonna get into them, but I basically just had to do like sort of a still life setup with whatever I chose myself. And then I had to draw it on an 18 times 24 inch paper, which is like A2 paper, I think, in European size. I had to do it in graphite, I think that was a requirement. I started it about a week or so before it was due. I had 2 weeks to do it and I completed it the day before it was due, but then I got sick, so I couldn't actually go into class and like show them my drawing until the next week when I wasn't sick anymore. But yeah, I put a lot of effort and time into this drawing and I really love doing still life drawing. I think it's a lot of fun and I wanted to share that process with you and just show you all of the work that went into this drawing, because there was a lot of it. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Hope you'll enjoy and let's do it. Bye! So I decided that I want to draw this plant, a stack of books, and then this little Chinese cup on top of the books, and a mug. So the first order of operation was to block in the big shapes. I tried to not focus on any details in this first stage of the drawing because that wouldn't really make sense. You have to start by getting all of the shapes right and the proportions before you can actually start working on details. So once I had finished my sketch, which by the way took like 3 hours, I started working on details and I decided to start with the stuff that had the most detail and was kind of like the smallest in a way. So this Chinese cup thing and the books had the most details, so therefore I was like, I'm gonna start with that because that's probably going to be the most difficult. The part about the books that were really difficult was to get the words to look okay or to look right, because when you're doing books that are laying down, you're obviously not seeing the words straight on, so they're at an angle. It's pretty difficult to get the correct angle of the words, so I redid them a bunch of times. It took me quite some time to get that correct. So yeah, I wanted to start with that because I knew that that would be the most difficult for me, and getting the most difficult stuff done first means that I don't have to worry about it later in the process and I can have more fun. So that's my reasoning for wanting to get that sort of just out of the way. Hello, today is September 27th, I think. I started this big still life drawing a few days ago. It's a drawing I'm doing for school and I have worked on it one day so far. I'm about to continue right now, but I just wanted to like check in with y'all, say hello. This is what I'm doing right now. So I decided on this composition because I posted a story on my Instagram where I showed 2 thumbnail sketches I had done for this, and I wasn't sure which one I wanted to do, and it was also like a requirement that I had to do 2 thumbnail sketches before starting this for school, for my project. So I posted on my story and I was like, which one should I draw? And literally like almost everyone said this composition and like these objects. So that's what I ended up doing. As I said, or I didn't really know what I said, I've worked on it once and I'm about to continue right now. Today's Thursday, so it needs to be done on Monday. So I have today, tomorrow. What is tomorrow? No, today's Wednesday. Okay, today's Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I have like 4 or 5 days to work on it, which is definitely doable. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to work on it. I've been wanting to work on it all day, but I've been working on a video, so I haven't had the time. Finally gonna draw, and I'm very excited. Let's go draw. So my focus was still on the books. I still had to finish them As I said, this was one of the most difficult parts about the drawing, just getting all the right angles, getting things to look okay. Took me quite some time, but I still kind of enjoyed drawing them. I think I enjoyed the challenge, and I also just enjoyed the way that they look. Even though it was something that was difficult, I still got to have some fun with it, which I'm happy with. Hello, I am so tired. Today is Friday, September 29th. I have to have my big still life drawing done by Monday. It's not close to being done yet, okay? It's not even close. So I have today, Saturday and Sunday to work on it. I have 3 days, which should be fine, but like if I could choose to make art or to not make art right now, I would choose to not make art because I don't want to. I'm tired, I'm not inspired, and I would like to just lay down and read a book, but I can't do that because I have a lot of stuff to do. Even if I choose not to do this right now, to draw this drawing, although I have to do it, but like if I chose to not do it, I still have so much other stuff to do. I have an English paper to write. I have an art history quiz that needs to be completed by Sunday, and then I have a art history quiz on, I have a math quiz on Tuesday that I need to study for. I also haven't started my sketchbook assignment for this week. What that is that I have to draw in my sketchbook every week for my basic drawing class in school. I have to do 3 sketches every week, and I haven't done a single one. So, feeling great. Besides for all that great stuff, I woke up today with the biggest cramp in my leg. I thought I was going to die, and I also am on my period. Also, Magtober starts on Sunday, which means that I need to make more art for that, so I can be a bit more prepared. Really going great right now. Honestly, I don't even mind having a lot to do. It's more the fact that I'm tired and not inspired or motivated. Like, I don't mind having stuff to do, but I just like don't want to do it if I'm not in the mood to do it. But that doesn't matter. Still gotta get my stuff done. So I'm gonna go start drawing. I'm probably gonna be drawing all day today and Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, thanks for joining me. I had to light a candle to get the vibe straight. I feel like when I light a candle when I'm making art, it makes it feel so incredibly cozy. I love it. Anyway, time to keep on working on this drawing. So the next pile of footage is gonna be from the last 3 days, I think, that I worked on it. So at this point I had finished the books and the little Chinese cup, whatever you want to call it, on top of the books. And so it was time to do the plant, the other mug, and then the background and the table that these objects were on. Another thing that I found pretty difficult was, or maybe not difficult, just more like time consuming and a lot of effort, was to draw the table, because it's like a wood pattern, and so I had to, you know, draw that wood pattern, and that was just not the most fun, and it was just not great, but I got through it, obviously. Drawing the plant I thought was really fun. I really like drawing plants because honestly I don't really know why. I was gonna like try to tell you why I enjoy it, but I don't really know why. I think it's fun. I think the plant might be one of my favorite parts of this drawing. I left a lot of the pencil strokes pretty rough, which I didn't used to have that kind of style when it came to graphite. I used to really like blend it out, but lately I've been leaving the pencil strokes looking like pencil strokes, and that's been really fun. I love that style. I love how it turned out, and I think my favorite part being the plant is probably because of that, because you can really see all the pencil strokes, and there was also a lot of different like patterns going on in there, partially because of the type of plant. It's a rubber plant, so it has some really interesting patterns in it, and my partner has said before that it looks like the pattern in the plant is like painted or drawn with marker, which I think is really interesting, or like brush strokes, so it's almost like it's already art. But yeah, drawing that was super fun. I really enjoyed that part. Working on such a big scale was definitely something new to me. I usually never do drawings this big because it takes so long and so much energy, and I would just rather not do it, honestly, unless it's something that I like really need to do on a big scale. Like it wouldn't really work on a smaller scale, or if I'm doing it for school and the teacher is forcing me to do it, basically. But it was fun. I really enjoyed it, especially doing still life drawing on a big scale, because I've never done that before. Or actually I have, but I haven't done it a lot in my life. So it was really fun to try something new, and I had a lot of fun in the process. I did get sick in the middle of it, so I was sick for the last few days of drawing on it, and I'm just really proud of myself for still being able to pull it off. I put so much time and effort into it. It's crazy. Like, I think the requirement was to work on it for like 8 to 12 hours. I think I worked on it for like 14, maybe like 13, 14 hours. So yeah, it took me quite some time and a whole lot of effort, but it was definitely worth it in the end. I'm happy with myself for being able to push through my sickness and still completing it, and also being really happy with the results. That feels really good, and it was just like a really fun project for me to do, even though parts of it was really stressful because of the time limit and me being sick, and just a lot of the different variables played into it. But yeah. Hi, welcome back to me again. I wanted to do an outro, but I don't have my drawing anymore because it's at school currently, but I still wanted to talk a little bit more about it, just to like wrap up the video, talk a little bit more about it, because I feel like there wasn't enough time for me in the voiceover to talk about it. So I'm gonna look at a photo of it on my phone because I can't fully remember what it looks like, I guess. So as you know, I'm very happy with the results of it, and as you also know, which I talked about, I put in so much time into this drawing. When I was in the process of it, and this happens with like every single piece of art that I make, I couldn't see the full picture of it, especially because it was so big. I was so focused on like tiny details. I couldn't really see the full picture, the whole thing. It's very different when you're like in the process of a drawing, or if you're seeing like someone else's art, you can truly see it for what it is, like the whole thing. But for me, I was so focused on details for so long that I couldn't see the whole thing until now, or a few days after it's been done. I do really love the plant. I think that turned out so cute. There's like so many things I like about this drawing. I feel like I like everything. I really like the books. I think I did a really good job with the text on the books. I think the Chinese cup or whatever on top of the books could be a little bit better. I feel like it's a little bit wonky, but I also don't really care. Like, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think the mug, the bigger mug, let's see, this thing, can you even see that? I have no idea. I love that thing. I also didn't get a chance to talk about the background, and you might be like, is there a background? So the background is the wall behind the objects. So as you can tell, I added some shadows because there were shadows on the walls. That was also one of the more difficult things about the drawing, and I feel like you wouldn't really guess that. You might guess that it's like something with a lot more detail, but getting the shadows right, and like it was also just having to cover so much of the paper with like pencil, but not making it too dark, not making it too light, getting the pencil strokes to be good. That was really hard. And then, as I said, getting the shadows to like look good was also very hard. And then, as I said, the table, doing like the wood things, whatever those are called, I guess it's just called wood. That was also not hard. It was just time consuming, a lot of effort, kind of boring and monotone, repetitive, whatever. And then one thing I didn't really like was doing the pot for the plant, because it had like these ridges. It wasn't hard, it was just like not fun. So yeah, those were the added things that I wanted to say. But as I've said a few times now, I really like this drawing, and I'm excited to get it back so I can look at it again and be like, wow, I really did that. Especially when I was like in the middle of sickness and I was still able to do this. That's pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll see each other again soon. Have a good day. Bye.